We're getting fancy with the chrome valve stem caps. Well, hello everyone. Welcome back. Josh here with Josh's Lawn and Landscape. So it is a little after 3 o'clock on Monday afternoon. The rain is kind of come and gone all day. Sprinkles, nothing too heavy. So I am going to roll the dice, and hopefully there's nothing too heavy as far as rain goes that comes through for the next little while. Sprinkles I'll deal with, and I'm going to try and get the 2 lawns from last Friday that I moved that I didn't get to Saturday. And yeah, so been some eventful stuff. I know in my last video I think I mentioned I had a slack tire on the quick track. Come to find out today, I actually had a leak in the valve stem. It was seeping around the valve stem where it seats up to the rim. And you could move it at least a little bit and it would just start shooting air out. So I had to take that off and get to the tire place and get that fixed today. So I got that done. And excuse me, got a call coming in. Alright, I'm back. They had a call coming in that they had to take, so yeah, so I got the tire fixed. So special announcement, I know I've gone back and forth about it, but I decided I made my mind up about the quick track, and I bit the bullet today, so to speak. And I went by the John Deere dealer and ordered the muffler. So, well, got another call coming in. Hang on, I'll be right back. Alright, y'all. You can hear me over the mower idling over there. So, back to what I was saying. I've actually already got to the first property and finished up everything but blowing it off. It's back here behind me, back here behind the trees. But what I was saying before is I did decide to just go ahead and bite the bullet, so to speak. And I had the dealer order the muffler for the quick track along with the 2 gaskets where it bolts up to the engine. So, and that coming, it'll probably be a week or so before it gets here from where it's coming from. But so that's what's going on with that. So update on that situation. I have notified the 2 gentlemen that showed interest in purchasing the mower, just to let them know that I did decide to hold on to it for now. Thank them for their interest in buying it, but that I was just going to hold on to it, and hopefully they could find something else like they were looking for. So it's doing pretty good today. Cut some with it. I'll probably pull the Z off here. Maybe on this other one it's a little bit bigger yard. And see how that goes. And speaking of the Z, one funny thing, well, I'll tell you what, I'll get back to that, so bear with me. Jump around. One other thing on the quick track, while I was investigating and setting up to get the tire fixed, like I mentioned, the valve stem, got that repaired. So I just kind of walked up and was on the phone actually, and walked up to rest my foot on the caster wheel, and felt like it moved. So Mr. Gerald, shout out to Mr. Gerald over at Clean and Green. I now have the same issue that you just recently fixed on, I believe it was your Super Z. So I jacked the front of the mower up to check it, and the caster wheels actually both have play on one side where they you can kind of rock them back and forth, so that one side kind of lifts up. And so while I was at the dealer today, luckily they had the bearings that go in the caster wheels on the front, and I was able to purchase them. I'm going to turn this off. get a little long-winded sometimes. Burning up that gas. So, yeah, let me... Well, I'll just tell you a story. I won't show you, but where the bolt goes through the front caster wheel assembly, it has a bearing on either side of that wheel assembly. Did not have to. Thankfully, it was sold. You could buy the bearings separate. You don't have to buy the whole assembly in order to fix that. So the bearings were only like $8 a piece, I think, for the roller bearing. So I actually just, since I had to have two, one for each side, I did like I normally do. I just went on ahead and bought the other two. So I just bought all four. I'm just going to replace them all. You know, another $15, $16 for the other two bearings. Not a big deal. I did pick up maintenance parts for the Z because I've got to, now I'm at 1,500 hours. It's due for oil change, spark plugs, fuel filter, all that stuff. My 100-hour service that I do. So that's kind of what's going on with the mowers and maintenance and parts and stuff like that. As you can see, this one's for you, Bill. Woohoo! Sky shot. Shout out to Wild Bill over at Wild Bill's Lawn Care. We'll be back to doing that now, him and me, on sky shots, but it's doing pretty good. There's some cloud cover, but it's not too gray. Doesn't look like there's any imminent rain, so hopefully it'll hold off for a little while until I get this, at least this one and one more done if push comes to shove and I have the time. My brother-in-law wanted me to do his yard as well, but that may be another day this week. We'll see. Because it is about 4:40. So while I was at the dealer buying the maintenance parts and stuff, I had bought some blades off of, I think it was Amazon, it might have been eBay. I think it was eBay actually. This last time I bought some of the Predator blades off of eBay because I got a good deal on them. They were it actually came in a 4-pack, which was odd, but it was I think the 4-pack was only like $54 for 4 of those blades, and they normally were running about $23 or $24, I think, at the dealer. So I bought those, and obviously when I put that one set on, I had one blade left. Well, I've had that blade sitting in the shop for a while. Figured if the dealer had them, I would just pick up 2 more blades and complete the set. You know, about $24, $25 a piece, maybe. No, sadly mistaken. They did have them at the dealer, and so I went and found them. They had 2 left, believe it or not, and I went to grab them off the rack, and I took them over to the counter to get the guy to ring them up, and he just kind of was like, "Ooh," and I said, "What?" Those blades have gone up to a little over $31 a blade at that dealer. So I said, nah, I don't need them, not that bad. So I put them back on the rack and didn't worry about that. I did find me a set of Oregon blades on Amazon, a set of 3, I think it's the G6s, I believe, G6 Gators, for $49 plus tax. So that's not a bad price, less than $20. Oh, now I'm getting a notification that my phone's getting hot. Probably from me holding it the way I am. So, yeah. What I might do real quick is turn the phone around, go do a quick walkthrough of this property over here, show you what it looks like. I still got to blow it off, but it's mowed. And y'all seen it before, but just a little finished product on that, and then I might maybe get some live footage on this one, possibly. We'll see. Alright, so I got this little section here, down the driveway. This is just one of those pickup yards. I do hers and her mama's. They're right next door to each other, so normally weed eat right along here just because it's fairly uneven. And then there's this little patch and some right over there. So on the end of the house. This is the one that usually has the really thick grass in the back because there's the drain lines and stuff. So y'all may recognize it. Look at there. I missed the stalk. But it's this one here. Turned out pretty good. Got it on 2.5. The septic, or sorry, the sink or washer drain is like right there under my finger. So all of this up here from just below this pole back this way gets like crazy thick. But I just simply kind of pushed the grass down here and did the old wash and wax, just cut blowing this way, turn around, go back that way, next pass back, and just pushed the clippings down the hill. And by the time they got down here, they were pretty well pulverized. So this little area right back to there, and then trim out around the trampoline. So I'll move on over here to the next one. And since my phone's getting hot, I'll see what kind of footage I can get, if I can get some more. Well, this is the before. And then the Z is making it this. Alright y'all, well this is number 3. Be the last one for today, so you can see all out through here. And then all the way out to the road. Pick up some trash. Right around here, there, this little strip, and then kind of around the brush pile and over there behind the building. So, cut it on the quick track with set on about 2.5, and just did the old wash and wax from the road back. So cut blowing in, run back over it to catch any stragglers, and just all the way across to about that tree right there. So this main portion, and by the time I got over there, it was all done. So it is. And I'll talk a little more about this and some other stuff when I get this one blowed off and get back in the truck and head home. So, hold on. Woo! Alright, y'all. So hopefully you enjoyed the footage of the little bit of I guess point of view mowing earlier that I got, and some of the before and after type footage, and the results of the wash and wax, as I like to call it. So that's about what you got to do when it comes to the Bahia grass this time of year, when you're cutting it down like I cut it at about 2.5, which is what normally I cut in this area. And the Quick Track did a good job today. I've got to get those blades sharpened. I did do 3 lawns, so that, like I said, that was the 3rd one back there. And so I've got my brother-in-law's house. I'm gonna try to do it tomorrow. Probably the only one I do, and then maybe do some maintenance. And I just got a text, also an update on new properties. Like I said, y'all know I got that one new property that I told you about. I had already quoted. That lady's son just texted me earlier for his house and the rental property, the small little lot he's got next door. And he said he would like for me to provide the service for it. So they want to sign me up to, or sign on for me to mow their grass. So I did get that one as well. So my goal is going to be to finish out this season at the 2 lake properties, which there should be a cut this week, and then there'll be 2 next months of September, October, so 4, 5, maybe 6 cuts at those 2 properties at the lake. So if I can finish this season out, and then like I say, I will let them know that I'm just doing route consolidation. So I've already picked up some more properties in the areas, just kind of give them a general explanation, just kind of let them know what's going on. So I like to keep them informed as best I can. And so woohoo, got those properties. So I'll be able to spend plenty of time right there together with all them lots, and hopefully I don't get in too over my head, but I'm working on having that whole little community and area down there where those 4 houses are, the ones from this past Saturday. So you've got those 3 properties, plus it'll be the one across next door to that one property, the one I quoted. So it'll be 5, because then there's the rental property next door to it. So there's 5 right there. Roughly 3/4 of a mile to a mile away. So you go up the road, you have to cross over a highway, and just the other side of it, there is another property. So that's 6 right there. Then I have the church is 7, the cemetery's 8, and then about a 1.5 miles or so from the church, I've got 2 other properties. So that's, what's that, 10 properties in about a 4-mile stretch. And then if you go, actually there's 11 right there within 4 or 5 miles, I think, of each other. So and those are bigger, country properties. So having those out there like that, and then from that area heading back towards my house, there is one property a couple miles down the road on the way back to the house, and then I've got one within 2 miles of my house that's a pretty big property as well. So getting stuff within a few miles. I don't have a lot of communities out here to be able to go 2 miles away from the house, but within 12 miles or so of the house, and I've got some pretty big properties and a right good bit. So I do have some properties further out, and hopefully I'll be able to build on one of those as well. So not going to drag that one on too long. Like I said, I got that property with the rental property next to it, so that's kind of a combo deal. So that's two there, and that gentleman's mom's property. Her property is actually going to also turn into some end of the season slash going under the trees there, lost my light. It's going to turn into a landscape, I would say, cleanup, pruning, removing some old scraggly bushes and things like that. So, or at least I hope. She wants me to give her a price on it, and so at some point I will get to take a look at that. There's a bunch of holly shrubs and stuff, pruning them back and kind of cleaning everything up. So that'll be a good after the mowing job for the off season, so to put a little extra income in there. And I've got one of the properties that I did this past Saturday. She's gonna have me do her shrubbery out front and get it pruned up. So that'll be probably $200, something like that, $150, $200. And the gentleman across the road from another one of those properties down there is wanting me to do his stuff. So yeah, got it coming in and looking good. So got a call coming in, so I'll try to wrap this one up here in just a minute. Alright y'all, real quick and close this one out. Already made it home before my call was over, so I had to get a few things lined up in the house, fix and grab me a bite to eat. So yeah, as I stated earlier in the video, I did decide to keep the quick track. I've already ordered the muffler. I told you I had to fix the tire today. Noticed the issue with the bearings, like Mr. Gerald on his Super Z. So I got those to do. I need to sharpen the blades. And then I got some routine maintenance to do on the Z. So I'll probably go knock my brother-in-law's yard out tomorrow. And then I'll come back after that and do all my maintenance and some repairs and stuff. So, you know, like I said, good news on the new properties. So I got those, and that'll allow me to shift my schedule around after this season. And so hopefully y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll try to definitely do kind of a how-to video or just to follow along with the muffler swap on the quick track. So that'll be a good video there. And yeah, so I've got to message the customer back and just let them know that I'll be able to get to their property, or plan to get to their property this coming weekend. Hopefully the rain and all that stuff cooperates. Ooh, they must have the fans on in the chicken houses. I'm starting to smell it around here. Living in the country. But so yeah, a lot of good stuff happening. And the usual interesting occurrences of equipment issues and stuff, but that's all just what it is. So thank y'all for taking the time to watch. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Yeah, like I said, I've been thinking about the deal with the quick track, and just wasn't getting a lot of hits on it. I did have those two. I was just kind of waiting to hear from those guys, but I had been thinking about it back and forth, and like I said, I think it's just going to be best to keep it, invest in a little more. Like I said, I did use it today. I'll use it up until the muffler comes in and I've got to put it in the shop. It in the mix of the Z. So it's still making me money, and I think it's going to be a good move. So yeah, a lot going on. Been a long day. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the little bit of footage that I did get, and kind of the before and after stuff, or at least the finished footage of the properties. And just want to say Thank you to everybody who has watched and subscribed to the channel and left comments. If you haven't had the opportunity yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down at the bottom. Leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts on anything I discussed in this video. And as always, y'all be safe, be kind, be blessed, and catch you on the next one. Thanks, everybody.